What am I looking at? Who? What? This is not what I've expected from a sequel to the first game. Going from a panic horror type thing where you can barely fight back to becoming Extinction on 2 legs? Jesus Christ, this is awesome. Talking about the game, however, it's a goddamn mess. The story is nonsense, par for the course of the series, and the gameplay is a complete 180 to what came before. We're gonna do this a bit more professionally than usual. Gonna go over development, gameplay, then story. Mainly because I don't want my brain to melt out my ears. You'll see once we get to the story side of it. For now, let's just jump into development. So for starters, Shinji Mikami moved from director for Dino Crisis 2, and Shu Takumi took the director's role. Hiroyuki Kobayashi came in for producer duty. Game was developed at Capcom Production Studio 4, and a good chunk of the team from the first game worked on this as well. In total, about 50 people worked on the game. A few changes from the original. Rather than being fully 3D rendered, we went back to the good old pre-rendered backgrounds. The initial goal was to make something different than the original in RE, and turning it from a survival horror-like to a run-and-gun, point-gathering, combo-killing goodness. Out of the facility taken over by dinos to being in their home turf in the jungle. No longer night, bright-ass day out. Yeah, this is a tonal shift for sure. So, throwing away the slow plotting of the original for this breakneck pace of violence? How did it do? Actually, it did really fucking good. Sold 1.19 million copies worldwide, back when those numbers were a success. Reviewed well with the assholes of the time, so Capcom put another sequel in the works later. I'm not looking forward to that. Let's get into the golden egg. The gameplay. The controls are basically the same as the original, other than a few tweaks. Circle is your sub-weapon, can only be used with certain weapons, and there are plenty of weapons to use. It's still a tank-controlled affair, but you'll be running the entire time. Dinos are everywhere, and you know what needs to be done. Kill them. They will keep spawning as you move through the area, making quick elimination a top priority. They will regularly spawn behind you, and this will get annoying. However, movement is key. You can still aim and move at the same time. As you kill in quick succession, you will combo kill, and your extermination point intake will increase. You can get bonuses for no damage or an extermination bonus. However, I suck, so that last one never happens. Those points you've been collecting are how you're gonna get your weapons and upgrades. They bank up after each room and can be spent on everything you need. Recovery, weapons, reloads, increased ammo, tools like a card that can keep combos going, or armor so you can take a hit better. It's a good system. It also lets you buff the weapon you like to use with more pews. Speaking of weapons, let's do a quick once-over of the weapons the characters get to play with. Dylan has a shotgun. It's better than the original game, so that's a win. The solid cannon. This is a lightning gun. That's it. An anti-tank rifle. Does exactly what you think it does. And a rocket launcher, also self-explanatory. Regina has a handgun. Works okay. Dual MP5s. Fun. A heavy machine gun. Best gun in the game in my opinion. And a homing rocket launcher that fires 3 rockets at once. God damn! Both characters also get access to a flamethrower for convenient war crimes. Sub-weapons are a bit bland, but each character has a melee choice, on top of a firewall or a mine thrower. They work well enough. The main thrust is going to be dino elimination and being as efficient as possible. It's a good time running and gunning. Auto-aim can be a bitch, but that's almost all old Capcom games. As far as gameplay goes, it's an easy recommendation. So time for the fun part. Did I say fun? I meant fucked. This story is a roller coaster, but not in an entertaining way, in a confused which way is up type of way. Our story begins a year after we kidnapped the doc on Ibis Island. Ibis Island. God damn it. Anyway, the government has gotten their hands on his research and is messing with third energy again. And lo and fucking behold, something goes wrong yet again. So, playing around in the Midwest, they hit the wrong doobly and sent a town, a facility, and a shit ton of people into time. Good job, shady government officials. Now it's up to us to come in like the goddamn Terminator and save the day. We're following this asshat, Dylan, a member of a group called Trat, and our girl Regina is back. I loved her. They're basically here to do the same thing they did on Ibis Island. Save people, get the data for the spooky energy stuff. Plays out about how you'd expect.
Huh?
The seemingly only two survivors split up and off on their ways. After a lovely stroll through this lush forest, Dylan spots a biker-looking dude running off. Ignores him like a bad fart and keeps booking.
Who are you?
I'm sure we'll see more.
Are you one of the survivors?
A bit farther out, we end up in a military facility. Only to bump into someone looking for a word. As Dylan tries not to be an appetizer, he's attacked by the biker-looking dudes with explosive frisbees. The fuck? Whatever, dude, book it. Inside looks like it's been abandoned for years. According to a file we find, it's been at least 10 years since the accident happened for people to get here. Great, 10 minutes in, I'm already lost. Find a key in here as well. Too bad it's the wrong key, and Dylan gets himself caught by security for the room he's in. Time to call Regina to save him. Now in some familiar boots, we head to get the man. Inside the research area control shack, find another file. Looks like a chunk of the forest has some poison plants we get to introduce to fire. I'm always down for some war crimes. As Regina leaves, however, she's jumped by the biker gang. One damn near falls to her death, but Regina snatches her up and drags her to the control shack. Time to tie up the leather-clad young girl to the pipes. Hinky. Okay, time to actually get our dude. I'm more used to weeding via 9mm, but flamethrower is a good option too. On the path for our man, attacked by these fucking frisbees. Who the hell are these people? Don't have time for it. Grab the key that dipshit had, grab the right one, and head out with our boy. Back to our boat with our new hostage. We discover the boat has been stripped of parts, and now we're stuck. Typical.
It wasn't dinosaurs.
Sent to handcuff the girl, she suddenly gets all friendly, so we tie her to the pipes again. This feels wrong. Whatever, gotta move. I don't like it here. After much carnage and spent casings, we end up in the research facility, only to get jumped by more dinos. This game is set piece to set piece with lots of violence in between. Okay, some murder, some bullshit. We have the parts we need. And a file. Looks like the bikers were unknown to the people here too. They found one dead and we're gonna perform an autopsy later. Well, it's not our problem now. Let's saunter our way back to the boat. On the boat, our hostage is gone. She's a Houdini. Well, screw it, we need to bounce. Head towards the third energy facility and get ready for the tourist section. After that silly shit, we're back to our girl. Run through the place, find the file that says the key we need to progress is back in the jungle we just left. Fuck you, game. Back and forth real quick. We can actually start going somewhere. That somewhere is underwater. This is an interesting section. Limited to certain weapons, slow moving, but can also jump. It's a fun little bit other than a few small things. Find the key to the city down here for some reason, and the exit right outside the city. Convenient. Dylan is also here.
Welcome back.
Again.
How's the water?
Convenient. We get a call from David, one of Dylan's guys. He said survivors are in the city we're outside of, so we need to get in there. Put the cape on and let's go save the day. Of course, it's not that easy. We need to run through a fucking volcano to get there. Fucking seriously? Yes, seriously. Then we end up teamworking to get through an artillery strike. No, I am not kidding. To then be chased down by a couple Triceratops. This game has no chill at all. And of course, we crashed the Jeep that we were in.
We're surrounded.
And David shows up to be a gigantic disappointment. Unsafe fired.
You're toast!
Not focusing on the survivors. Crashing the helicopter. How the hell did you manage all that? Oh, everyone is dead. We still need to get our data. Let's book. A file tells us the data is at the missile silo nearby. Why do they have a missile silo? Whatever, let's head that way. We get into the living quarters to bump into Cyclops, take the convenient tank there, and take a pleasant drive to our destination. We find a gas mask on the highway, as you do, and attacked by the bikers again. The girl from earlier tries to help, but the biker just jumps off the bridge. Okay. Girl dropped a necklace that seems identical to the one Dylan's sister had. Get some history on Dylan. Guy was a thug, family paid for it. He joined the military out of guilt and wanting to do better. Pretty par for the course, character-wise. I don't think it adds much. Back to the jungle again. Regina gets to wear the gas mask to the waste disposal plant. Inside is the missile silo and the data disk. The second we have it, however, we have a bigger problem.
You again? Persistent thing, aren't you?
Look at that big bastard. Yeah, I'd run too. Wait, where the fuck did you come from, Dylan? How? What? Too many questions. Well, bad shit is happening. We gotta stop it now. Oh, and of course, big one is in here too. Well, I have a solution to that. You like fire, fucker? That's right. Burn, you big bastard. Burn! With him down, we can stop this missile. Not that it makes a difference. Big bastard still blows it up. Well, more murder to get out. Back to our boys with the boat. But wait, the gate is closed. So David and Dylan go out to open it. Take a guess what happens right after.
Watch out! I'll save you, bro!
Yep, gotta have that sacrifice, don't we? Dylan gets tossed in the river and taken away. Wakes up on the shore with the blonde girl again. We need to protect her to wherever she's taking us. This fucking sucks. If you're gonna use a revive, it'll be here. Through some boring stuff, we end up in a very futuristic looking place. Files around, we should peek at them. So, the superintendent had made this place for dinos. Children were stuffed into life support chambers, but the chambers were made for the dinos, so the kids would learn to coexist with the dinos? The fuck is this? Left a message for the people of the past? Then there's this file. Noah's Ark plan. I am so fucking confused. In 2009, an accident happened that tore space-time, screwed up history after the Cretaceous period, basically screwing up all of Earth's history and would eventually wipe out humans from existence. So their plan was to take a bunch of dinos and animals from that period and shove them into the future, then send them back when the crisis was over? What the fuck? And it's only gonna get weirder. Now we are face to face with a hologram that knows who we are.
Lieutenant
And it
Morgan.
starts going in hard. Frankly, I'm just gonna let this run, because I can't
How does
fucking
he-
dissect this.
Know my name.
There's not much time left, so I'll explain it short and simple. On August 10th, 2055, our Noah's Ark plan became successful.
Year 2055? What's he talking about?
To save the dinosaurs, we transferred the dinosaurs to this time, 3 million years ahead of our time.
What? 3 million years? Then you're from...
But there was another accident when we were about to go back. The gate disappeared and we were stranded in this time.
Then this is the future.
There was no way for us to survive in this world, where dinosaurs now rule. We, the remaining survivors, hurried to recover the gate. But it's too late now. My wife, Julia, was killed by the dinosaurs. And my loving child, she was hurt. Badly. Paula. Paula.
Paula.
Paula? Is that your name?
Papa.
My only mission now is to protect my group. I have kept Paula and the other children safe by putting them inside life support chambers. Please, take the children back to your time. And now, I should introduce myself. I am former Special Forces Strat member, Colonel Dylan Morton.
What? You're myself in the future? Then you're my...
Papa.
We don't have much time left. There's a gate behind the door. You can use it to return to your time. is not complete yet. You'll be able to use it only once. Please, say hello to Regina for me. I'm counting on you, Lieutenant.
Yeah, that was a lot, and I am so goddamn confused. Next room, the self-destruct gets activated by this helmet dipshit. Oh, and the big one is here too. Fuck him, give him the satellite.
Commencing attack.
Next room is our conclusion. Time gate in front. Regina gets there in time. Yet a piece of equipment falls on Paula, and Dylan decides to stay with her as the place blows, and Regina leaves with the data. That's it. No cliffhanger. No real conclusions. Just booming credits. What the fuck is this story? Is it a rule that Dino Crisis stories are butt fucking sane? Even after multiple playthroughs, this still makes no goddamn sense to me. I'd say ignore the story completely and focus on the important part. The gameplay. It's where you're gonna spend most of your time anyway. Mow them down and forget about this time travel bullshit. So, unlocks. We have a few. We have the Extra Crisis, a stadium-type thing where you can let loose on the Dino Menace. Whether you're a Regina, a tank, or a Velociraptor, show them your authority. There's also a 2-player Dino versus Dino fight, but I have no friends that have thumbs, so I couldn't give it a try. So, conclusion? This was an awesome sequel. I just hate the story. That's it. I really don't like it. The time travel shenanigans, the Dino Kids, the pacing. Yeah, no thanks. I'll stick to what's important here. Dino removal. Well, fuck. That killed some brain cells. What's next on the list?
Select your hero.
Fuck. I'll see you later.